two, chaps, how the devil? You know, being an expat, try as I might, I do still have a natural affinity for the UK. So most of my political stuff, it's probably about 60-40, right? It tends to centre around the UK, but obviously I talk about the United States. I've meant to talk about Jimmy Bastard Kimmel for a long time, because the man is about as appealing to me as a night on the piss with Bill Cosby. I've only avoided it because I'm assuming a lot of people in the UK don't really know or care who Jimmy Kimmel is. Like all of the ridiculous multi-millionaire champagne socialist twats in this country, he's happy to throw insults and outright hatred at people that he disagrees with politically. I tire of this because it's so inherently illogical. It drives a man of pure logic like me into a furious rage. Well, not pure logic. Obviously, furious rage is emotion-based. But I try to be logical, like Spock, if he was hungover and caught a Klingon, dug up his wife. That's me. Sort of logical, but sort of angry at the same time. Just look at the state of this story. Jimmy Kimmel blames sexism and racism for Harris's low approval rate. 51% of this country are female. About 50% of the country now is a minority of some description. I'm astounded people even make this argument. It's 2021. Nobody thinks if your granddad hailed from St. Helena, therefore there's something about you. like your skeletal system is lacking, or the neurons don't fire in your brain correctly. Nobody thinks any of that. So just say sexism and racism. It's illogical. Would anybody who agrees with Kamala Harris on everything and thinks she is sincere and honest vote for a Republican man just because they're sexist and racist? It doesn't make sense. People vote for politicians because they are lawmakers and they think the politician is going to enact laws and policies that they will agree with. If you agree with Kamala Harris's positions, you don't care if she's got tits, especially if you're one of the 51% of the bloody country that are female. It is an illogical argument. You don't pick, you wouldn't go, I agree with Kamala Harris on everything, I totally align with the politics. Oh, well, but you're not going to vote for her. No, I like Trump more. Why? Sexism and racism. It doesn't make sense. What, you don't like any of Trump's policies? No, I disagree with him on everything, but I'm still going to vote for him. Why? Sexism and racism. But you're a brown woman. Does not compute. What the fuck is Jimmy Kimmel talking about? This argument has to die.
I think I know why Kamala's ratings are low, besides sexism and racism, which are the obvious ones. It's because...
Yeah, there you go. No, let me tell you why, Jimmy. It's because of shit like this. I'll put my video about this in the links at the end, but it's because of things like this.
Let anybody tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. Never let anybody suggest to you that you are what they think you should be. You tell them who you are and who you know you are and what you intend to be.
Fuck me. It's criminally bad. Criminally bad. How did they not just laugh in her face? Kamala Harris is unpopular with women. Women hate Kamala Harris because she's a liar, she's insincere, she slept her way up the ladder and sucked a pensioner's balls to get where she is. The women detest Kamala Harris. So what do you mean sexism and racism? And just to finish up, the reason this human fucking toilet likes to call everybody else names is because he has done things that would even make the angry Bootneck curl his toes up in shame. For example, this is Jimmy fucking Kimmel. Now, I'm all for politically incorrect humour, but I've never blacked up like Isaac Hayes and pulled a daft face and talked in a daft voice like this silly bastard. And I've never openly wished death upon others. Look, listen to this one.
I hope you had a relaxing Labor Day. It was not a fun Labor Day weekend COVID-wise. The number of new cases is up more than 300% from a year ago. Dr. Fauci said that if
Why do they keep calling him Dr. Fauci like they're in the fucking army? You don't have to use his rank. He's a twat. Call him Spunk Trumpet Fauci. Crooked, self-serving, slimy shitbag Fauci. Why do they talk about him like he's the best mate? Why? Unless he's your fucking father-in-law, stop calling him doctor all the time. Jesus.
hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
And listen to the applause. Rest in peace, Wheezy. Hey, yeah, they're cheering. I mean, really, is that the type of thing a nice person says? Jimmy, you don't get to judge me, Jimmy. You are a fucking awful person. You and your insane, deranged communist chums who've been so consumed by your ridiculous ideology that you live and breathe hate. To quote Theoden from Lord of the Rings,
what can men do against such reckless hate?
Reckless hate. That is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Reckless hate. They despise you. If you disagree with communists, you get put in the gulags. That's why I call them communists. That's what they are. You don't want a vaccine? They cheer when you die. A young man defends himself in one of the most obvious cases of self-defense I've ever seen with my own eyes. They want him to die. They despise you. It is reckless hatred from people that have been consumed by an ideology that already has 500 million skulls at its doorway. That's what we're dealing with, and I don't think it's hyperbole to say it. When they laugh like that, when a man says, rest in peace, Wheezy, you are dealing with people that very much want to see you buried. And the irony is, they call everybody else, centre-left, centre-right, right-wing, old school conservatives, trad wives, whatever. They call everybody else horrible people. You couldn't make it up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Cheers.